Okay, so if you want to do the user payment, remember the user payment, as I mentioned, is actually the feature that you can use for parents to record their payment from their own dashboard. So if a parent have want to make payment, you don't want to come to the school and make payment, you want to pay from home and then record it for the school management to review and approve. This is the payment method. The direct online payment where you pay through Flutterwave or Paystack and the payment is processed by the gateway. We had to disable that so that parents can make payment, put evidence of payment, and then the school can review it. I believe that this is smoother and will actually give the parents the access to be able to do use the payment option that they want. Now to set it up, this is from the admin. I'm in the admin. To set it up, it's important to go over to the student accounting. That's the student ledger. You go over to user payment and you put the payment instruction. This is very important. You put the payment instruction. This is where the parent is going to get the information they need for them to know the options available to them. So for example, here we have SmartSchool Secondary School, we have bank deposit, and then we now have the instruction, bank deposit instruction to parents. So I say visit the bank and pay into the bank name and the rest of it. So you now have another option, which is bank transfer or POS. So they can go to the bank and pay with a teller, or they can make a bank transfer by themselves with their OPay, with their mobile app, with their USSD, anything that they want to use, or even go to a POS center and pay and then get the receipt. So if they want to go to the bank and pay and get a teller, it's okay. If they have to use their own phone or go to POS and pay and then upload evidence of payment, any of them, here becomes the instruction where you give them the bank what's it called, you give them the bank number where they're supposed to pay into. So now I'm opening a sample of that. So this is bank deposit instruction. Visit the bank and pay into this bank account number and take a picture of the teller. So this is the instruction they need and they are going to see it from their own dashboard. So this is use the admin setting. This is the admin, and as the admin, this is what you do from your own side, and then you educate the parents. Now I'm going to log in to the parent section so that I can now try to make a payment. So this is a parent. So as a parent, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing my children, all of them, and I can now make payment for one of them. So I'm making payment for Brendan Ugu here. So when I select it, it loads the information for the student. Now for the child. Now remember, if a child logs in, the child will not be able to see the fees and payment section that is at the end here. So now as a parent, I want to make payment for my child. I'm now looking at the information. I'm looking at this money for 1,000. This is graduation and event has not been paid. This 1,000 I want to pay it from my own end. So what do? What I do, I go over to user payment and then I select the graduation and event, which is the money remaining for me to pay, and then select bank transfer or POS because maybe I want to do the transfer from my own side from my mobile app and upload evidence of payment, or I want to pay to the bank and get a teller. Anyone, but let me just do POS. When I select it, the information from the school admin comes here, showing me what I need for me to make this payment. So now I'm going to I've made the payment. Assuming I've made the payment, I'm going to put the date I've made the payment and the amount I've paid and teller number if there is anything like that. So I'm just going to put some numbers. Okay, so here is where I take a picture of the evidence of payment. When I click on evidence of payment, it now allows scribbling. So I'm just going to take a picture. Good. And just upload. So this is it. And if it is on my phone, I can search for it. Maybe it's a PDF on my phone. I can search for it and and put it up there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on pay. When I do this, it will be saved and sent to the admin for approval. So I'm also going to return back to admin. Now see this information, this payment information. When I log in, I go over to payments by users. When I click on payments by users, then I'll now see all the payment that is now pending for me to approve. So you have Brenda Nungu, Anthony Nama, all of them. So you see, this is the one that I just recorded now, 28th of October 2024, and it's pending. So when I click on it, I will now get option to see the screenshot, proof of payment. This is the screenshot. Okay, so this is reviewed by payment method, fees type, what is the fee for, date of payment, the reference or the teller number, user note, if there's any note I put there, and then payment amount, how much I was paid, I just paid. Then proof of payment. If I click here to download, I'll download the proof of payment. That's that picture that I have uploaded. I can see it now. So if I click on approved or suspended or anything like that and apply, automatically this is going to be reflect in my account that it has been paid, and then I can now see that payment. Now, because this is a demo, I'm not going to go through with the final processing, but this is how it is done. And remember, you have to set the payment instruction. Parent has to make their payment, and then you will now see the alert. As you can see now, very good. You can see that it's already indicating there is one payment that I have not activated, that is pending for me to activate. So you get an alert. You get a notification showing you how many have not been done or approved, so you can review them. So if the payment was reversed, you can now suspend it or contact the parent and let the parent know that this payment has been reversed and is not reflecting the account, that they should check it and make the payment again.